What's going on, guys? Jordan Side here from DR1VEN.com. So I had one of my subscribers, Marcus, he asked me, how do you stay motivated to always go to the gym? Let's say when you don't feel like going to the gym, how do you motivate yourself? Right, Marcus, let me answer your question. I'm not motivated to go to the gym. That's not my thing. Motivation is not something that I personally use. What I use personally for myself is inspiration. I'm inspired to go to the gym. So what's the difference between motivation and inspiration? Motivation is something that you feel deep inside. It's an emotion. It's when your emotions are aligned and you're in the perfect environment that's gonna push you toward a specific goal. You know, let's say you're in an environment where everybody's positive, everybody's giving you positive energy. The effect that will have on you, you're gonna be juiced, you're gonna be all pumped. That is called motivation, because you're motivated to take a specific action. The problem with motivation is it doesn't last. It's kind of like a wave in the ocean. I mean, as you see the wave is freaking huge, you know what I mean? As it goes up, I mean, it attains its peak and then it goes down. Emotions are pretty much the same way. So motivation equals emotion. As long as you don't control your emotion 110%, you will never be able to control your motivation. So I'm going to give you a key concept here that you won't need motivation. What you do need in your situation right now is you need to be inspired. You need to be inspired by your end goal. So I want to ask you, Marcus, what is your end goal? What exactly do you want to achieve with your fitness journey? Let's say your thing is actually you want to achieve a specific kind of physique. I'm going to give my example. My ideal physique is I want to weigh 195 pounds. I'm a 5'9" guy, I'm not a tall guy. So 195 pounds at 10% body fat. I want to look as strong as, you know, as I appear to others. So here's a key question that I ask myself. I'm going to give my personal example, so maybe that could help you to relate yourself to me, maybe not personally to me, but like the question that I'm asking to myself to get to the end goal and stay inspired, that's what I want you to understand. So my first question is, what does that goal mean to me? So for me personally, I write down my goals, but I separate that in 4 specific parts. So the first thing is emotionally. Emotionally, what does that mean to me? Then mentally, what does that goal mean to me? And then physically, and then at the end, it's a moral issue. It's a moral fact. I mean, moral in terms of my values. How does that goal, me achieving that specific goal affect my personal values? So I'm gonna give you an example. Mentally, I'm gonna be way more focused. I'm gonna be way more disciplined. If I achieve that specific goal, I have a blueprint to success. I can take that same blueprint, go into any other parallel avenue in life, and apply the same blueprint and succeed there, because the method of success, I'm talking about the fundamental of success doesn't change. So that's the mental part. Now the emotional part. Emotionally, I will feel juiced, I will feel pumped, I will feel energized, but most importantly, I will feel absolutely confident. And this is what you want. You want to feel confident. You want to be at a point where every single day, you know, your confidence is up here. So the confidence part is actually, let's say you wake up in the morning, you know, you're home alone, you're all naked, you go in front of the mirror and you look at yourself and you're fucking jacked. You know, you look jacked, you look shredded, you look amazing. So you're gonna look yourself into the mirror and you're gonna be in love with yourself. So I'm not talking about being narcissism, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is actually accepting yourself the way you are. You know, you're approving yourself. That is a confidence booster, my friend. I do that every single morning. The third part is physically. So physically, actually, I mean, you look at yourself, you look amazing, but on top of that, I mean, as you grow older, I'm 31 now, you realize that, I mean, as you grow older, people around you, I mean, the same age, a bit older, they're not as in shape as you are. I mean, the older you grow, you realize people around you, they look freaking shitty. I mean, their belly's sticking out, you know what I mean? Their back are like this, their posture is shitty, their energy is shitty. So they're not at their optimum physical level. So physically, if you're at the peak of that goal, if you have achieved that goal, physically you will feel amazing. Not just the fact that, I mean, you'll have more energy and more confidence. You will pass by people and people will notice you. That's the amazing part. And morally, concerning my values actually, my quote that I stand and live my life by is a quote said by Bruce Lee. It is, make savage the body but sophisticate the mind. So what I am doing is I am sculpting the perfect me, the perfect physique that God has given to me. So for me to be able to do that, I'm going to have to learn a lot about myself, about my psyche, about my physique, about the way my body responds to carbohydrates, the protein, the fats. So all this knowledge will help me to be disciplined. So as I become more disciplined with my nutrition, with my training, I develop that habit of discipline. I incorporate that habit into my mind, into my subconscious. Therefore, it's a weapon that I have to actually go out there in my life and apply that to anything else. So in terms of my moral values, it allows me to be more disciplined. Therefore, it makes me stronger as a person. So when I go out, I know exactly what I'm about. I know specifically what my strengths are, what I'm capable of doing, because I've done that in the gym. I know how much pain I can endure. I know how much hardship I can endure. You know what I mean? So that also builds character. So the reason why I'm explaining that is for you to understand what it takes for you to ignite inspiration within your mind, within your soul, within your emotions. So the first thing you gotta do, you gotta write down your goals and specifically exactly what you want. And put an image of the type of body that you want to achieve. Then you're gonna write down emotionally, what does that mean? What would that mean for you to achieve that goal? Then mentally, then physically, and then at the end, in terms of moral values, what it would do to you if you would achieve that goal. So that's tip of the day. Hopefully, Marcus, you're gonna be able to take that and apply that to your life. And if you guys have any more questions, please let me know. Email me at support@drivenfitness.com. Driven is written with 1, DR1VEN, fitness.com. And I'm going to be more than happy to answer your questions. So take care, goodbye, and see you very soon.
Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Please subscribe and leave a comment below if you really like the content. I'm going to be sharing more of this kind of content in the future. So thank you very much again, and I'll see you very soon.